Hi everybody, it's me Jeff over here at Mill City Tattoo, and today I want to do a little bit of an unboxing of yet another discount code setup I got. This is the Wormhole kit, and they had a discount code for this thing, and believe it or not, I paid a whole whopping $9.97 for this. So let's see what we got, shall we? So this is the box you're going to get, and pretty standard box. So we'll open it up together, shall we? Alright, so what do we get with this? Let's see. They once again give you one of these deals, and this is to wrap up your setup. They give you some gloves, give you some ink caps in different sizes, which can be handy. They've given you some Go to Black. I've never used this ink before. It'll be fun to try on fake skin, right? They give you a bunch of tattoo cartridges, 20 of them to be exact, and let's see what kind of sizes. Is it random or is it one set? Let's see. We've got round magnums, 5 size. We've got 5 round liners. We've got 7 round mags and 3 round liners. And they don't look too bad. They kind of look like the Big Wasp bug pins, to be honest. So we can give those a shot. I could have saved myself this. They get some long taper, medium taper, short taper, so they got some bug pins in there. So anyway, they give you that, which is good. All right, we'll put that right there. Here's the machine. And they give you some fake skins as always, which is nice. They gave you 2 this time, which is good. And some swag, I guess you could say. Let's see. This is once again, the stencil paper. Wormhole stencil paper that's already got, looks like compromising going on there, but hey, we're not here to argue. They give you a book in case you don't know what you're doing, and let me just say, if you don't know what you're doing and you're going to read this book, definitely don't go on human skin, okay? Just going to tell you that up front. And they give you this handy dandy sticker that will make its way onto either my refrigerator over there or the tattoo box. And then they've got this here. So let's pause it and get the plastic off, shall we? All right. So here's the box. And we'll pop this thing apart. I think you push it through here. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe this way? I don't know. What do I just, first time using these hands of mine here. I don't know. What do I gotta, how do you, my goodness. Who put this together? How did they, I don't see tape. What in the, it doesn't, all right, let's use a cheat here, shall we? There we go. Just had to use a cheat. All right. Wow, that was more difficult than it should have been. And here we go. Ready? Not so much. Anyway, they got the foam in there. That's always nice. They got a user's manual because you may not know what you're doing. But this, let me just say, this is a lot like my Axis Valhalla because it has an adjustable hit. See? So you can go from 2.4 stroke to 2.7 to 3 to 3.3, 3.6, 3.9, and 4.2. Why that's important? 4.2 is what you're going to do when you do some heavy lining or when you do some color packing. And all of the rest of this is what you're going to use for your lighter stuff. So if you bring this all the way down to 2.7, 2.3, and 3, it's what you can do some really nice shading with. So that excited me. And The battery apparently is just a magnet, which is also pretty wild. Just pop that bad boy in. Let's get a needle. We're going to use this tester needle we've had laying around that we're not using on actual skin or anything. Just going to get that in there. It's got a nice fat grip, which is nice. I don't know if I have a way of wrapping that bad boy, to be honest with you. Power it up. It's at 12 volts, which is insane for me. I never go that high. So let's bring this thing down. I usually line around 7.5 to 8. So we'll bring this to, let's go 7.8. All right. And there we go. It's got like a ratcheting for the needle depth. I don't like hanging my needle out that far, so let's bring it in and see how much that changes it. It's got a nice buzz to it, not too heavy. So this will be interesting to try, for sure. So let's go right into it, shall we? All right. It's got a memory button too. So it's got a few presets. I think it holds up to 3 different presets. It's keeping track of how long I've been tattooing. So it's saying right here, 1 minute and 7 seconds, 7.8 volts, 102 hertz, full battery. And right now we've got it set at 3. So let's not mess with that. Let's bring this down to 2.4. Or actually, let's start high and work our way down, shall we? So we're going to set this at 4.2, right? All right, let me put all of this stuff away, set up a piece, throw some ink down, and we'll practice a little, all right? All right. Okay, so now that we're set up here, I'm going to be using one of their needles with their ink. And let me tell you, it's already spitting a little bit, isn't it? It's hanging out a little bit more. So this is at 4.2, mind you. Should probably be wearing gloves because I'm going to end up with ink all over my fingers, but what can I say? I love the pain. So we're using their ink, Go to Black. It is a very black ink, I will give it that. First impressions are, it's pushing nice, but it is brand new. The ink is extremely black, a very dark black, deep, deep black, which I like. So pause that for a second, and let's see what we have here. I better put a glove on, otherwise if I start playing around with wiping this, I'm really going to be ruined for the day. So dot this and see what kind of black we're dealing with here. Let's see. And I gotta say, it Laid that ink in good, and it's holding nice. Look at that. It's actually pretty good, right? I guess it's having trouble focusing. There we go. See it now? That isn't bad. So let's play around with it, shall we? Get some of this Vaseline off my gloves. My goodness. All right, let's click this down to all the way down to the bottom here and see what the difference is in, as far as it hitting. All right. So let's see what we got here. And right away you see the difference. See how light it is compared to how bold it was hitting? This is the same exact ink. And you can see how light. See that? Look how light it is. I mean, I can hold it and go slow to compensate. But if I'm just going like this, so to really hammer it across, we'll switch this with this bad boy here, which is more of a Magnum. I am really getting crap all over this machine. Ready? There we go. Ready? A little bit of stop it right there. If it'll stop. Do a little bit of this. And you can see right now just by when I hit this how much of that ink is spraying all over this thing compared to going in it. But I mean that's more of a quality of the needle. These are the Wormhole needles. So, it is a deep black, I gotta say. I'm impressed with how dark that black is. It's very deep. I've got some dynamic triple black that doesn't quite look that deep when I kick it on. Some fake skin, so that is impressive stuff. So let's wipe this all down. And so here you have it. Here's the 4.2, and then when you switch it down to 2.4, you see how light it hit at first, and then how I was doing some shading here. So yeah, the stroke being adjustable. Let me wipe this machine down since I covered it. Vaseline from my glove, which is why it's always good to wrap these suckers, but I thought just testing it I wouldn't have to, but as we see, right, as we see, the best laid plans. There it is, set at 2.4, and it's very easy to just twist this bugger and adjust that stroke right up to 4.2, and you're down to 3.6, wherever you're comfortable, whatever you're looking to do with it. But it's nice to have an adjustable stroke machine. I've had an Axis Valhalla now for a few years, and let me tell you, you just can't beat having an adjustable stroke. For, you know, quicker tattoos. If you're doing a big piece or a very focused piece that you really have to pay attention to, trying to get the details right on, you probably don't want to use an adjustable stroke. You want a fixed stroke, something that's going to just keep hitting at that speed. It's used to hitting at that speed, and it's going to hit at that speed, and those are nice. This is when the higher dollar machines come into play. because these are more for stuff like small jobs. And as you expand yourself in the world of tattooing, you'll also, improve your machines. But like I say, I bought this thing, and I'm not even joking with the setup. It was one of those deals that you can find online, and this machine sells, I think, brand new, and even brand new full dollar, it's not a big deal. If you're getting into tattooing and a $50 machine breaks you, I don't know if you're going to be tattooing long, because everything gets expensive. But to get your foot in the door, you can't argue with the price. This thing out the door sells for $50 the way it is. So if you were going to buy this without the promo codes, it's a $50 setup with everything you see here. And this will actually get you tattooing on the fake skin. They even give it to you. I mean, they give you everything here. And you would be tattooing. Down the road, like I say, as you start expanding your horizons, you start tattooing more, you start tattooing bigger pieces, you start going onto human skin, you may want to branch out and actually buy good equipment. I'm not saying this isn't good equipment. I'm just saying it's yet to be determined if this will hold up under hard tattooing. But like I say, for $50, who can argue for $50? When you use promo codes and get it for $10, it's worth trying. And I just tried it, and this is doing everything my Axis Valhalla that I paid $875 for does. So, as always, keep tattooing, keep it positive, get your hands dirty, tattoo every single day. I cannot stress that enough. Bye-bye.